For the last 71 years, we've watched some of the greatest moments in sports history.
The Celtics now lead 45. And West with a long jump. Russell deflected it and keeps it. Beautiful play. Feeds off quickly to Havlicek. Has been guarded by Krebs, who is holding back. Goes up. They jump long. POSEY throws it high in the air. And the Boston Celtics are the world champions. Oscar Robertson throws to Kareem. 7 seconds. Finkel has Kareem with a big pressure shot.
Hayes setting something up with Larry Bird, who gets it low. What's a move on Byron Scott? What a move by Larry Bird. Along his double. They swat at it and steal it. Here comes Chicago. 17 seconds. 17 seconds from Game 7 or from championship number 6. Jordan open. Chicago with the lead. It's Kobe again.
This fall, I'm going to take my talents to South Beach. Join the Miami Heat.
James pulls up, puts it in, 4-point lead. 35 for LeBron James. Timeout San Antonio.
Here's off the weather, defended by Simmons. Is this the dagger?
But what if we went all the way back and redid it? Today is the year 1997, guys. Welcome back to another episode of the 1949 NBA history resimulation here on NBA 2K20. Hope you guys are enjoying the series. If you are, hit that like button, subscribe if you guys are new to the channel. We are so close to 1,000 subscribers, guys. We need like 119 more as I'm recording this. So again, thank you guys for subscribing. Thank you guys for watching the videos, hitting the like button. I do really appreciate it. If you guys have missed any of the previous episodes, it is down in the description below. There is a playlist. If you guys missed it though, last episode, David Robinson won his 4th and 5th straight MVP. Chris Webber won the MVP last season, and then Dallas went on to win one more championship. Then they lost to Michael Jordan, who ended up leaving Golden State to Orlando, and they beat Dallas in 7. And then the next year, it was the Washington Bullets with Tim Hardaway, Charles Barkley, and they beat the Minnesota Timberwolves, who has Shaq. So that's where we're at. The 1996 draft, Kobe Bryant was somehow, some way picked by the LA Lakers. Again, not rigged. It was there was no edits in that. They picked him. He dropped somehow, some way. And then what else happened? Let's see. Chris Webber won MVP. Allen Iverson was drafted by the Vancouver Grizzlies, I believe. And we did introduce the Grizzlies and the Toronto Raptors. And the next episode, I believe, we introduced the New Orleans Hornets. The Charlotte Hornets turned into the Charlotte Bobcats, and that's where we're at. So, and we entered the 2000s, which is crazy that we're already at the year 2000 by the end of this episode. So, anyways, let's get to it. So, obviously, the Bullets beat the Timberwolves in the NBA Finals. We got player retirements here. Robert Parrish finally retires. Larry Bird finally retires, a 2-time champion. He finished his career in Boston 15 and 3 a game. Sidney Moncrief retires. Maurice Cheeks. And then let's see, Rick Mahorn, Vinnie Johnson, Johnny Moore, Reggie Theus, and I believe that might be it for, Ricky Pierce also retires. Daryl Griffith, and I believe that's it. So Hall of Famers, obviously Larry Bird. Whoa, there's a lot of Hall of Famers in this class. So Larry Bird, 26.8 points per game, 8 rebounds, 5 assists. Did only win 2 NBA Finals, no MVPs in his career, but a fantastic career for Larry Bird. Robert Parrish, 11 and 14 a game. He won a couple of NBA titles as well. Reggie Theus, 21 points, 8 rebounds. Daryl Griffith, 22 and 5. And then Sidney Moncrief, 19, 6 and 4. So, other than that, let's get on to the NBA draft. So here we are in the 1997 NBA draft, and with the #1 overall pick, the Cleveland Cavaliers do have it, and they take Tim Duncan. So Tim Duncan is going to Cleveland instead of San Antonio. The Vancouver Grizzlies get the second pick, and they take Chauncey Billups. Okay, so Chauncey joins Allen Iverson. Wow, so they got a duo of Chauncey and AI. Really? Okay, they could have drafted TRACY McGrady. And the LA Lakers are up with pick 3, who obviously have Kobe. They have Akeem Olajuwon. I'm surprised that they got the 3rd overall pick. And they take TRACY Oh my God. Are you kidding me? We got Kobe and TRACY on the same team. Woo! Okay, that's pretty cool. This has created quite the duo with Kobe and TRACY McGrady. And I guess Akeem is probably regressing, so that's why they were probably so bad. But hey, they at least have that young duo that will eventually develop. The Seattle Supersonics do want to trade this pick to the Portland Trailblazers, so we will go ahead and do that. So Portland, with the 4th overall pick, takes Alvin Williams. And then the Toronto Raptors at pick 5 take Keith Van Horn. At pick 6, the Utah Jazz take Steven Jackson. At pick 7, the Detroit Pistons take Antonio Daniels. Pick 8, the New Jersey Nets take Bobby Jackson. And at 9, the Kings will take... Oh, I just allowed a trade here. The Kings and the Blazers make a trade. So the Blazers are trading they're receiving Mark Aguirre and Alfred Roy. Or is it the opposite? I don't know. Whatever. The Blazers are receiving the pick. And they draft Scott Pollard, who is a real player, I think. And then Adonal Foyle, it gets picked by the Pacers. All right, so in the 1997 NBA free agency, right off the bat, there's a couple of big ones. Danny Manning, who is 29 years old, a 96 overall. He is going from Miami and joining the defending champions, the Washington Bullets. So the Bullets get even better. Chris Webber does stay in Milwaukee. Charles Barkley goes from Washington. Oh my God. So they got Danny Manning, and then Barkley leaves for the Mavericks. What in the world? Penny Hardaway stays in Golden State. Ronnie Sakali goes from Seattle to Phoenix. Derek Coleman goes from Minnesota to what is going on? Divock goes from Charlotte to Cleveland, who now joins Tim Duncan. Terry Porter goes from Detroit to Golden State. AC Green goes from Utah to LA. Vin Baker stays in Charlotte. Mashburn stays in Denver. And yeah, that's about it for the top guys. Nick Van Exel stays in Atlanta. So, wow, Billy Thompson joins the Magic. So, okay, the Washington Bullets, who are the defending champions, made a couple of big changes, but they got Danny Manning. They let go of Charles Barkley, and then they also got Derek Coleman. Minnesota, who lost in the NBA Finals to Washington, Derek Coleman joined the team that beat him in the finals, and they didn't get anyone. And then Charles Barkley joined the Mavericks. So Minnesota takes a step down. They did get Nate McMillan, but other than that, they didn't really get anyone. So interesting. We'll see what happens with this season, but this is going to be a crazy NBA season. All right, so the 1997-1998 NBA season is over, and Chris Webber wins back-to-back regular season MVPs this season. 37 points per game, 14 rebounds, and 5 assists. Tim Duncan wins Rookie of the Year with the Cleveland Cavaliers, 18, 11, and 3, 2.7 blocks. Sixth Man of the Year is Abdul Rauf, and Shaq is your DPOY, 25 and 11, 2.5 blocks per game. That's more of the Shaq numbers that we were waiting for. And then Bob Pettit wins Coach of the Year. So all NBA first team: Jason Kidd, Tim Hardaway, Chris Webber, Karl Malone, and Akeem Olajuwon. And then, actually, what is Olajuwon at? Olajuwon is at a 90s. Okay, so yeah, he's starting to regress. All NBA second team got Allen Houston, John Stockton, Grant Hill, Charles Sprewell, and David Robinson. And then all NBA third team got Gary, Kevin Johnson, Vin Baker, Scottie Pippen, and Shaq. All defensive first team: Michael Jordan with the Orlando Magic, Gary Payton with the Magic, Karl Malone, Charles Barkley, and Shaq. And then the all defensive second team: Jason Kidd, Fat Lever, Scottie Pippen, Kevin Garnett, and Patrick Ewing. So on to the playoffs. The Denver Nuggets are an 8 seed. They did beat Dallas, but Denver was a 4 seed that last season. And then we got Phoenix and the Clippers. We got Golden State and Seattle. And then Minnesota is a 2 seed. They're going up against Houston. In the East, we got Washington, who's obviously the number 1 seed. That team is really good. Tim Hardaway, Clyde Drexler, Reggie Lewis, Danny Manning, and Derek Coleman. They're going up against the Hawks. We got Charlotte and Milwaukee, New York and Chicago, and then Michael Jordan's Orlando Magic up against the Detroit Pistons, who have Sam Cassell, Grant Hill, Horace Grant. Actually, Sam Cassell went from Minnesota to Detroit. Did not see that earlier. So Sam Cassell left Minnesota. But yeah, Orlando, this is a really, really good team. All 5 of their starters are in the 90s. Gary's a 97, Jordan's a 99, Larry Johnson's a 92, Kemp is a 95, Alonzo's a 92, Rick Smits is a 93, Billy Thompson's an 85, Stephon Marbury is an 85, Chuck Person's 85, Eddie Jones is like, this team is ridiculously deep. So I feel like they should get to the NBA Finals, but Washington's really good, top heavy. So here we go. Who will it be? Can it be a rematch? It can, right? Who was it? Minnesota and Washington won last year. So it could be a rematch. Seattle is eliminated. Detroit is gone. Houston is gone. Denver's gone. Chicago, MVP Chris Webber with the Bucks is gone. Clippers are gone. And the Hawks are gone. So Washington and Charlotte, Orlando versus New York, Minnesota versus Golden State, and Dallas versus Phoenix. Who's in Phoenix right now? Ron Harper, Rex Chapman, Sean Elliott, Leitner. Okay, who's in Golden State? Penny Hardaway, Vernon Maxwell, Paige Stojakovic, Otis Thorpe, Terry Porter. Okay, so here we go. Round 2, the Phoenix Suns are gone. The Knicks, Hornets, and Timberwolves are eliminated. So the Minnesota Timberwolves are out after making it to the NBA Finals last year. Dallas and they did lose a couple of guys, so I guess that makes sense. Dallas is going up against Golden State, and we got Washington versus Orlando. Can MJ get revenge and get back to the NBA Finals for his 3rd time? He's 1-1 in the NBA Finals, 0-1 with Golden State, 1-0 with Orlando. Here we go. The NBA Conference Finals. Dallas is up 2-0. Washington is up 2-1. The Warriors are eliminated, and Michael Jordan is once again eliminated. So we got the Washington Bullets, who can win back-to-back. Dallas is, I believe, 4-3 in the NBA Finals. So they didn't make it last year, but other than that, they had made the previous 7. So here we go. Game 1, Dallas and Washington goes to Washington. Game 2 goes to Dallas. Game 3 goes to Washington. Game 4 goes to Washington. And then Game 5 here in Dallas will go to, let's see here. Washington has an early lead or a late lead, up by 9, and that will do it. The Washington Bullets go back to back. Tim Hardaway is a 2-time Finals MVP, 28 points per game, 11 assists out of 95 overall, 27 years old. And the Washington Bullets are now 2-0. They went back-to-back. The Dallas Mavericks go 4-4 in the NBA Finals. So the 1998 retirements: Danny Ainge retires, Kevin McHale retires, Clint Richardson, and let's see, Kurt Rambis retires, and let's see, Buck Williams, Randy Brewer, and I believe that's about it. So Hall of Famers is Kevin McHale. He's the only one, 16 and 12 a game. All right, so here in the 1998 NBA draft, guys, and the number 1 pick goes to the LA Lakers. They won the freaking lottery, and they take Paul Pierce. Whoa. Okay, I thought they were gonna pick Dirk. So now you got Kobe, Tracy McGrady, Akeem, and I guess since they already had Akeem, they didn't really pick Dirk, and now Paul Pierce at the 3. Okay, so the Miami Heat with the number 2 pick, and they want to trade it to Indiana. So the Heat trade their pick to Indiana, and the Pacers take Mike Bibby. Okay. With the 3rd overall pick, the Vancouver Grizzlies get Dirk Nowitzki. So now you got Chauncey Billups, Allen Iverson, and Dirk with Vancouver. That's pretty solid. The Portland Trailblazers take Vince Carter. The 5th overall pick, the Toronto Raptors take Larry Hughes. With the 6th overall pick, the Sacramento Kings take LaFrance. With the 7th pick, Bonzi Wells goes to Indiana. The 8th pick, the Nets take Jason Williams. With the 9th pick, the Boston Celtics take, they want to trade it to the Seattle Supersonics. And the Supersonics take Tino Mobley. With the 10th pick, the Spurs, they take Antawn Jamison. With the 11th pick, the 76ers take Al Harrington. The Jazz at pick 12 take Brad Miller. At 13, the Cavs, who got the number 1 pick last year, take Tyronn Lue. And at pick 14, the Atlanta Hawks take Rashard Lewis. And at pick 15, the Bulls take Michael Dolik. I don't know. And that's actually a pretty good draft. And then the rest is just auto-generated players. So that's actually a really deep draft. I did not think that this draft was that deep, but there's a bunch of solid role players on this team. And obviously at the top, you got Paul Pierce, Dirk, Vince Carter. They're all going to be really, really good. So there you go. There is the 1999 or 1998 NBA draft. So in NBA free agency, Scotty stays with the Hornets. Jason Kidd stays with the Nuggets. Reggie Miller, I believe, he goes back to Atlanta. So he went from Atlanta to San Antonio, now back to Atlanta. Mark Jackson goes from Charlotte to New York. Grant Hill stays in Detroit. Joe Dumars goes from Portland to New York. Oakley stays in Minnesota. Okay, Manute Bol goes to San Antonio. Sean Elliott goes to stays with the Suns. Rodman goes to Minnesota. Interesting. So Rodman leaves Milwaukee and joins Shaq in Minnesota. Petrovic goes to Dallas. BJ Armstrong goes from Atlanta to the Nuggets. The Nuggets also signed Reggie Williams. And let's see, Harper goes to Minnesota from Phoenix. Horace Grant goes from Detroit to Sacramento. And there's kind of the rest of the free agents. 1998-1999 NBA season is over, and Penny Hardaway wins MVP, 33 points per game, 10 assists in his 6th season at 25 years old with the Golden State Warriors. He's a 96 overall. He wins Most Valuable Player. Dirk wins Rookie of the Year, 28 points per game, 10 rebounds, 3 assists with Vancouver. That's a heck of a duo with him and AI. Shaq wins DPOY, Defensive Player of the Year, 28 points per game, 10 rebounds, and 2.6 blocks per game. And then Bob Pettit is Coach of the Year. All NBA First Team, Allen Houston, Penny Hardaway, Chris Webber, Karl Malone, and David Robinson. And then all NBA Second Team, Tim Hardaway, Jason Kidd, Dirk, Vin Baker, Akeem. And then the third team, Rod Strickland, John Stockton, Grant Hill, Kevin Garnett, and Shaq. On the all defensive first team, you do have Michael Jordan, still a 99 overall at 34 years old, 21, 4, and 7. Gary Payton, Karl Malone, Kevin Garnett, and Shaq. And an all defensive second team, Jason Kidd, AI. Wow, AI is on an all defensive team, 28 points per game, 5 assists. Charles Barkley, Scottie Pippen, and Akeem Olajuwon. All rookie first team. Okay, this is where I'm kind of interested. So Dirk obviously won Rookie of the Year, 28 points per game. Vince Carter with Portland averaged 26, 4, and 4. Mike Bibby with Indiana averaged 24 and 6, not bad. Paul Pierce with LA, 21 and 5. And then Larry Hughes averaged 15 a game. And then let's see, Al Harrington, 9 and 5. So there's your all rookie team. And the Dallas Mavericks are once again the number 1 seed. Let's see, Golden State is the 3rd seed. Okay, so they have the MVP. Denver's a 4 seed. No Lakers. They went 30 and 44, I guess. So yeah, they didn't make the playoffs. And then the Knicks is the number 1 seed with Mark Jackson, Nick Anderson, Tony Kukoc, Antonio McDyess. Really? They're the number 1 seed? All right, they're going up against Chicago, Atlanta, Charlotte. Orlando is the 3rd seed, going up against the New Jersey Nets. Derek Fisher, Jalen Rose, Isaiah Ryder, Mike Bryant, Gary Trent. And then we got Washington is the number 2 seed. Tim Hardaway, Reggie Lewis, Clyde, Danny Manning, and Derek Coleman. They are obviously trying to three-peat this year. So round 1, here we go. And the Nets are gone. The Sonics are gone. The Hornets are gone. The Rockets, Clippers, Bucks, Bulls, and Suns are all eliminated. So we got Washington and Orlando up against each other in the 2nd round. We got New York and Atlanta on the other side. Dallas and Denver, Minnesota, and Golden State. So here we go. Round 2. The Denver Nuggets get swept. The Atlanta Hawks are defeated. The Golden State Warriors are defeated. And the Washington Bullets will not be three-peating this year. So we got the Orlando Magic and the New York Knicks. And then we got Dallas versus Minnesota. So Minnesota, once again, Shaq probably playing great. Yeah, 26 and 10. Ralph Sampson, Dennis. Oh, yeah, they got Dennis Rodman. That's right. So that's probably helping them out defensively. They're not a great offensive team. When Rodman's your 3 right now, Steve Smith is, I guess Steve Smith's averaging 31 a game. So, I mean, that's pretty good. And then Dallas, obviously, up against New York, or with 3, 2, 1. And then, yeah, I'm surprised New York has made it all the way to the conference finals. So here we go. Conference finals, and the Knicks sweep the Magic. Holy crap. What the? Who is... There's no way the Knicks are this good. Wow. Okay. I mean, I guess they're just really deep. There's no way they beat Dallas, right? I mean, holy moly. Charles Barkley's on this team. David Robinson, Patrick Ewing is obviously still on this. Like, this is a really good team. Game 1 goes to the Knicks. Okay. I can't believe this. If the Knicks win this series. Okay, so Dallas wins game 2. I don't understand how this Knicks team is so good. Dallas wins game 3. Game 4 goes to the Knicks. Game 5 goes to the Knicks. I do not understand. Game 6, and the Knicks are going to win this thing, aren't they? Up by 5, 2-point game, a minute 10, up by 5. And that will just about do it. Somehow, someway, I don't believe it, the New York Knicks win the NBA Finals. Mark Jackson is your Finals MVP, 25-8. I really don't understand how they won, but they beat Dallas, and Dallas is now 4-5 in the NBA Finals. Is that right? Yikes. Okay, that one of those, like, we get it maybe once every couple of episodes where we just get one of those weird 2K simulation years, and this is one of them. The New York Knicks are NBA champions. I don't understand. All right, so here in the offseason, Hall of Fame inductees, you got Tom Chambers and Fat Lever. Tom Chambers, 23-12 a game. Fat Lever, 15, 7, and 7 per game. All right, so here in the 1999 NBA draft, and the Toronto Raptors with the first overall pick take Elton Brand. This isn't a very good top-heavy draft, but it is actually, there is a lot of depth in this draft. So Elton Brand goes number 1. There's 16 picks in this draft. Number 2, Lamar Odom goes number 2 to Portland. Number 3, the Detroit Pistons select Baron Davis. With the 4th pick, the Indiana Pacers take Steve Francis. The 5th pick, the Vancouver Grizzlies take Corey Maggette. That's a solid pick. Man, the Grizzlies are going to be really good. Pick 6, the Miami Heat take Wally Szczerbiak. Pick 7, the Cavs take Sean Marion. The 8th pick, the Boston Celtics take Richard Hamilton. The 9th pick, the San Antonio Spurs want to trade it to Boston. And Boston will take Manu Ginobili. All right, with the 10th pick, the Utah Jazz take Andre Miller. The 76ers with pick 11 take Andre Karolinko. And at pick 12, the LA Lakers take Chris Anderson. Pick 13, the Sacramento Kings take Devon George. Pick 14, the Bulls take Jason Terry. And at pick 15, the Bucks take James Posey. And at 16, the Phoenix Suns take Ron Artest. And that is it. So, like I said, that draft is actually really deep. And I mean, it's a pretty solid draft. So there you go. There is the 1999 NBA draft. All right, so the 1999 NBA free agency here, and Alonzo Mourning leaves the Orlando Magic for the Denver Nuggets and joins Jason Kidd and Kevin Garnett. And Alonzo Mourning is only 27, so the Nuggets are going to be pretty good. Kevin Garnett does obviously stay with the Nuggets. Reggie Lewis goes from Washington to Utah. Rod Strickland goes from Utah to San Antonio. Chris Mullin goes from San Antonio to Chicago. Brad Daughtry stays with the Clippers. McDyess stays with the Knicks. Oh, I guess Antonio McDyess was on that Knicks team. Still, man, I don't know. I'm still shocked that team won a championship. Mark Price went from Houston to San Antonio. Kenny Anderson went from Miami to Phoenix. Steve Smith stays in Minnesota. Sabonis goes from the Clippers to the Nuggets. So the Nuggets actually getting a few decent free agency pickups. Muggsy Bogues goes from Cleveland to Philly. Rashard Lewis stays in Indiana. And there's the rest of free agency. So here we go. We are entering the year 2000, 1999-2000 NBA season. Let's see if the Knicks can repeat, I guess. All right, so the 1999-2000 NBA season is over. Shaquille O'Neal wins MVP, 27, 11, 2.5 blocks, 52% from the field. He wins MVP. Rashard Lewis wins Rookie of the Year. Scott Skiles, 6th Man of the Year. Shaq wins DPOY. And then TRACY McGrady wins a Most Improved, 21 points per game, 5 rebounds, 6.6 assists. Wow, yeah, he only had a point per game his rookie year. He's up to an 85 overall, 21, 5, and 6 is pretty good. And then Wilt Chamberlain wins Coach of the Year, 67 and 15. All NBA first team: Penny Hardaway, Tim Hardaway, Chris Webber, Karl Malone, and David Robinson. All NBA second team. Wait, how does Shaq not get on the All NBA first? This happens every once in a while too. That makes no sense. Like what? Jason Kidd, Anton Jameson, Vin Baker, and then Shaq. Third team, we got Vince Carter in Portland, who averaged 29, 3, and 5. And then let's see. Oh, Dirk is on here, 24, 9, and 3. And then Marcus Camby. Wow, 22 and 14 for Marcus Camby. All defensive first team. Michael Jordan is still there, only averaging 18.8, 4, and 6. He is 35 years old. Jason Kidd, Charles Barkley, Scottie Pippen, and Shaq. And then all defensive second team, we got Gary, Allen Iverson, Karl Malone, Kevin Garnett, and Alonzo Mourning. And then there's your all rookie teams, which I guess a few rookies just didn't play this year. So the LA Lakers are the #1 seed. Tracy McGrady is playing at the point. You got Kobe at the 2, who averaged 26, 3, and 6. Not bad. Paul Pierce averaged 24 and 6. You got Tyronn Hill, and then Hakeem at 93 overall. He's 35 years old, 19 and 13 per game. So this big three right here is pretty insane with Tracy, Kobe, and Paul Pierce. That is that's ridiculous. The Lakers got so freaking lucky, as usual. Whatever. And then you got Dallas as a 4 seed against the Denver Nuggets. Minnesota is a 3 seed. Golden State is a 2 seed with Penny Hardaway, Peja, Antonio Daniels. And then let's see, the Knicks are once again the 1 seed. I still don't understand. Mark Jackson, Joe Dumars, Tony Kukoc, Antonio McDyess, Stacey King. I don't get it, guys. I really don't. Chicago and New Jersey, Washington, Indiana, and then Orlando is once again the 2 seed going up against the Charlotte Hornets. So here we go. The first round: the Bulls, Rockets, Bucks, Jazz, the Nuggets, the Hornets, and the Bullets and the Spurs are all eliminated. So Washington gets eliminated. So in the West, we got the Lakers versus the Dallas Mavericks, and we got Golden State versus Minnesota, and then New York versus New Jersey, and Orlando versus Indiana. So in round 2, the Pacers, the LA Lakers are eliminated. They're still a little too young. I mean, no one's really in the 90s yet other than Hakeem, and he's regressing. So the Lakers are in a weird spot. So they get eliminated. The Knicks have been eliminated. The Minnesota Timberwolves have been eliminated. So we got Golden State versus Dallas, and we got Orlando versus New Jersey. So here we go, the conference finals. The Nets are eliminated, and the Golden State Warriors are gone. And we got a rematch from like 3 years ago or something, 4 years ago. The Orlando Magic and the Dallas Mavericks. Can Michael Jordan win his 2nd NBA title and go 2-1 in the NBA Finals, or will Dallas go even and get up to 5-5 in the NBA Finals? So Game 1 goes to Dallas. Game 2 goes to Dallas. Game 3 goes to Orlando. Game 4 goes to Orlando. And Game 5 goes to the Magic. Okay, so they were down 2-0. They've won 3 straight here. And now in Dallas for Game 6. And at the end of 3, yeah, it is blowout. So Dallas will force a Game 7. So Game 7 in Orlando. Can Michael Jordan win his 2nd NBA title? 6-point game, 12-point game, 2 minutes to go. And that will do it. The Orlando Magic are NBA champions, 114-96. Larry Johnson put up 34, 4, and 3. Jordan 20, 6 rebounds and 9 assists. Marbury 16 and 8. Gary 14 and 15 assists. And that will do it. The Orlando Magic are NBA champions. Larry Johnson wins Finals MVP, 26 points per game, 9 rebounds, and 4.7 assists. And that will do it for the episode. I had to look. The Dallas Mavericks have lost 3 straight NBA Finals. They missed it this year, and then they lost this year. They've lost 4 straight Finals. That's ridiculous. They were, so let's see here. So 1-0, 2-0, 2-1, 2-2, 3-2, 4-2, 4-3, 4-4, 4-5, 4-6. They are 4-6 in the NBA Finals. Wow. I mean, that's crazy. That's honestly shocking. Wow, I can't believe they're 4-6. Jordan is now 2-1, but only one Finals MVP. No regular season MVPs. And then season awards right now, Shaq won his first. David Robinson won 5 straight there. Chris Webber won 2, and Penny Hardaway won 1 in this video. So, yeah, there you go. A couple teams on the come up. The Lakers are going to be interesting over the next couple of years. Golden State's actually kind of interesting. They have a young, nice young squad. And then in the East, I'm not really sure what's going on in the East. I mean, let's see. The Nets have... see, I don't really know. I mean, a lot of the good teams are in the West right now, like Minnesota, LA, Dallas, Denver. Like, the West is pretty stacked. I'm curious looking at the... let's look at the league leaders here. So Latrell Sprewell averaged 32-5. Allen Houston averaged 32-4. Like, okay. So let's see. Kobe 26. Shaq was 14th on the scoring list, and he still won MVP. Let's see. Where is... Okay, so AI... So Vancouver is really good, too, and they're in the West. Got AI averaging 26-6. Obviously, with Dirk over there, Chauncey over there. Yeah, I don't know. This is going to be really interesting. Like, some of the top players in the league, like Grant Hill, but he doesn't really have anyone around him. Yeah, I don't know. This is going to be really interesting. Vince Carter's in the West. A lot of the best players are in the West. And, I mean, if you look at the league history here, most... you know what? The Bulls are still really good, though, too. And obviously Orlando still has Jordan. But the East has... It's funny, I say the West is stacked, but the East has won the last 5 NBA titles. The last 6 and 8, last 7 and 9. So the East has been kind of dominating the finals, but I feel like the more talent is in the West. But anyways, that's gonna be the video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. Hit that like button if you did. Subscribe if you guys are new to the channel. Let me know in the comments below, like, what are you guys' thoughts with this? Like, where do you guys kind of see it going? Because right now we're... And kind of in real life too, where the late 90s, early 2000s, we were in a little bit of a limbo until LA kind of took over with Shaq and Kobe. So let me know, like, where do you guys think this is going? Obviously the Lakers are really interesting. The Vancouver Grizzlies are really interesting. The Bullets are still interesting with Tim Hardaway. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, because I'm not really sure what's going to happen in the 2000s, but there we are. We're in the 2000s, guys. It's been 30 seasons in this whole thing, which is absolutely crazy that we've gone through, or no, 50. What did I say? 30? 50 seasons. 50 seasons in this sim, and we only got what, like 30 to go. So again, I hope you guys are enjoying the series. Like I said, hit that like button, subscribe if you guys are new. We are almost at 1,000 subscribers, so I'd appreciate it if you guys did subscribe if you guys already haven't. And in the description down below, I do have a sports podcast that I do with my friend Steven. So if you guys want to check that out, we just talk NBA playoffs. NFL is coming in a few weeks. Obviously NHL playoffs. So if you guys want to just listen to some sports talk podcast, that is down below. We live stream on YouTube on the Behind the Glass YouTube channel every Tuesday and Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern. And then we have it up on Spotify, iTunes, and all that jazz. So if you guys want, go check that out. And other than that, I'll see you guys in the next episode.